Welcome back guys. Now in this video let's discuss about cellular fluids. Now what are the different types of fluids which are present in our body? Total body water, or you can say cellular fluids. Now here the first question is, in our body, out of our total body weight, how much is because of water? Okay, imagine there is a 70 kilo individual. Out of the 70 kilos, how much is because of water? 60% is because of water. Okay, that's the first important point. 60% of total body weight is due to water. Okay, sir, how much is this 60%? Okay, 60% of our total body weight is because of the water. How much water is there, sir? Okay, in my body, how much water is going to be there? 42 liters. Okay, approximately in a 70 kilo individual, 42 liters means almost 60% of our body is water. Okay, 60% of me is water. I am mostly water. Okay, more than 50% of me is water than a cellular mass. Okay, now in a male, yes, it is 60% of total body weight. In females, this is not 60%, it is little different. What do you think? Females are having more water in their body or less water in their body? Usually most of the students think females have more water when compared to males, but it's not. Females have less water, 50% of total body weight. Okay, so when compared to males, females have less water. So what is extra in females? What is that? See, 10% less, right? 10% less water is there in the females when compared to the males. Then what is that 10%? It's fats. Females are having more fatty tissue. Okay, more fats in the breast, more fat in the abdomen, more fat in the buttocks region. Okay, so more fat is there. Next, in children, in children, okay, in children, how much percentage of the total body weight is water? Almost 70% or 75%, I should say, 75% of total body weight. Means if you take a child, he is 75% water. Okay, you are talking to 75% water. Okay, so children. Okay, so these are some important points, like straightforward points which I want you to know. Now let's divide the total body water into different components. Total body water. Now you know it is 42 liters. Okay. Now this total body water is present in which regions? Total body water is present where and where? See, total body water, it is there intracellularly. So you can say it intracellular fluids. Okay, there are intracellular fluids, extracellular fluids, and some special fluid which is called as a transcellular fluid. Transcellular. Okay, transcellular. Now, what are the intracellular fluids? What exactly are the intracellular fluids? See, if I show you cells over here, okay, imagine these are the cells. Now, all our cells are having cytoplasm. So, cytoplasm is what? Cytoplasm is nothing but the water, right? So, here are the cells. Now, whatever the water which is present in these cells in the form of cytoplasm or whatever, so this is called as the intracellular fluid. And that cellular fluid which is outside the cells, okay, which is outside the cells, so that is called as extracellular fluid. So this is what I am drawing right now. This is the extracellular fluid, means the fluid which is outside the cell. Okay, or you can also say, see, what is this? This is the blood vessel. Now inside the blood vessel, what do you have? Blood is there. Blood is having plasma. Now tell me, what exactly is plasma? Plasma is intracellular or extracellular? Definitely it is extracellular. So extracellular fluid can be present in between the cells. Okay, can be present here in between the cells like this, or it can be present in the blood vessels in the form of plasma. Okay, so first, intracellular fluids are more or extracellular fluids are more? This is the point which I want you to know. I have shown you here there are intracellular fluids and extracellular fluids. Which fluids are going to be more in quantity? Always intracellular fluids. Okay, almost 2/3 of your total body fluids, out of all the total body fluids, intracellular, extracellular and transcellular fluids, out of all these three together constitute to 42 liters. Out of all this, 2/3 is intracellular fluids. Okay. So how much is that? Out of 42, 2/3 is 28 liters. So 28 liters is intracellular fluid. Then 1/3 is extracellular fluid. Then 1/3 means how much? 14 liters. Okay, 14 liters. So 14, 14, 14. 2/3, that is 28, is intracellular fluid. 1/3 is extracellular fluid. I have already explained you that extracellular fluid, okay, extracellular fluid is divided into, here let me write here itself so that you will have a better idea. It is actually divided into two things. Okay, let me just shift this. So extracellular fluid, it can be within the plasma, within the blood vessel, that is the plasma, or it can be between the cells like this. It can be present in between the cells. So this fluid is called as interstitial. Interstitial fluid. In one of the exam, this question was asked. Extracellular fluids account for how much percentage of total body weight? Okay, see, it's intracellular, extracellular, transcellular fluid, all this. See, forget about the transcellular fluids, it's a very minute quantity. You can forget about the transcellular fluids. Intracellular, extracellular are more important. See, intracellular fluids 28 liters, extracellular fluid is 1/3. 1/3. Okay, so this 60 is because of what? See, 60%. 60% is because of what? Both intracellular as well as extracellular. Now, the question which was asked in the exam is, out of total body weight, how much is because of the extracellular fluid? 33%. Okay, 33% of total body weight is because of extracellular fluid. 33% is because of the extracellular fluid. Okay. Now, the intracellular fluid is accounting for 66%. You are getting the point. Means out of this 60% I am talking about. Okay, out of this 60%, okay, out of that 60%, 66% is intracellular fluid, 33% is extracellular fluid. I shouldn't say total body weight, just this will be better. Okay, 33% is the extracellular fluid and 66% is the intracellular fluid. Done. Now, interstitial fluid, who is going to be more? Extracellular fluids are, in the extracellular fluid we are having interstitial fluid as well as plasma. Who is going to be more? Whom do you think is going to be more? Definitely interstitial fluid. So interstitial fluid is going to be 3/4. 3/4 of the extracellular fluid is interstitial fluid and 1/4 is plasma. 1/4 is plasma. And one of the exam, this question was asked, plasma contribute to how much percentage of total body weight? It contributes to how much percentage of total body weight? 5% of my total body weight. This is the one question which I want you to know. 5% of the total body weight is because of the plasma. Okay. Next, transcellular fluids. What are the examples of transcellular fluids? These are the special fluids. Like in the pleural cavity, we are having a very, very little amount of fluid, almost 20 ml is going to be there. So, that is a fluid which is present in the intrapleural space, that is a pleural fluid. And pericardial fluid, the pericardial cavity. And CSF. Okay, all these are examples of the transcellular fluids. Now, how to measure the total body water? I am going to mainly discuss the questions which will be directly coming up in your exams. So, how to measure how much water is there in the body? There is a method called as, okay, first let me write total body water measurement. Okay, total body water measurement. That is Stewart-Hamilton method. Okay, Stewart-Hamilton method. So, this by using this method, you can actually calculate how much water is there in the body. See, this Stewart-Hamilton method, it works on indicator dilution principle. Indicator dilution principle. Okay, what exactly is the indicator dilution principle? You know it. I hope you know it. So you are going to inject some indicator, some dye. So how much it is going to be diluted? If there is more fluid, more dilution, less fluid, less dilution. So based on the dilution of this dye or the indicator, whatever you are going to use, you can actually calculate the total body waters. So what are the different indicators used? Okay, first let me write here indicators. What are the different indicators used to calculate the total body water? For the calculation of the total body water, the indicator that is used is called as the deuterium. Deuterium oxide. Okay, deuterium oxide for the total body water. For the calculation of the extracellular fluid, ECF. Okay, that 1/3 thing. Okay, extracellular fluid, that's a 1/3 thing. The indicator that is going to be used is inulin. Not insulin, inulin, or you can use mannitol or sucrose. For plasma, in the extracellular fluid, there is plasma as well as interstitial fluid. For the calculation of the plasma, you have to use radio-labeled albumin. Radio-labeled albumin, or you can also use Evans blue dye. Okay, Evans blue dye. Next, for calculation of the blood volume, total blood volume, then the indicator that is used is chromium tagged RBCs. Okay, chromium tagged RBCs are used to calculate the blood volume, and in many of the exams they will ask you to calculate the blood volume. What is the formula for calculation of the blood volume? So blood volume is equal to plasma by 1 minus hematocrit. Okay, so they will give you the plasma amount of plasma in the patient as well as they will give you the amount of the hematocrit in that person. So blood volume is calculated by using the formula plasma by 1 minus hematocrit. Some important MCQs. See, with aging, so with aging, okay, which fluids are going to increase, which fluids are going to decrease? As we are getting more and more age, the total body water is going to go down. Extracellular fluids are also going to go down. Extracellular fluids and total body water will go down, but the intracellular fluids are going to go up. This is one point which I want you to know. Next, at which time the extracellular fluid in the body is equal to intracellular fluid? So at which particular time period or which particular age the intracellular fluids and the extracellular fluids are going to be equal, that is 1:1 by 3 months. Okay, by 3 months the intracellular and extracellular fluid ratios are going to be. Okay guys, here I have explained you some important points about the total body water. The point which I want you to know is the total body water, which is almost 42 liters, it's accounting for 60% of the total body weight. Total body water is divided into intracellular fluids and extracellular fluids and transcellular fluids. Intracellular fluids are more than the extracellular fluids, and in the extracellular fluids, it's the interstitial fluid which is greater than the plasma. Plasma accounts for 5% of total body weight. And how to calculate the different types of body fluids by using indicator dilution principle, that is called as the Stewart-Hamilton method. And in different conditions, or to calculate the different volumes, different indicators are used. Radio labeled albumin is used to calculate the plasma, Evans blue dye for the plasma, radio chromium tagged RBC is used to calculate the blood volume, okay, deuterium oxide is used to calculate the total body water, something like that. Okay guys, hope the video is helpful. Thank you.